What's up, everybody? I'm here with another book review. This time, I want to talk about Spinetinglers Blood Red 8-Ball. Very awesome cover art. Very beautiful. This creepy eye chasing this kid. Pretty cool stuff. Um, I looked online. This book is going for like 90 something dollars now. I think I paid like $13 for it a couple years ago when I first discovered Spinetinglers. Shout out to Goosebumps Completionist because I would have never known anything about this series without him when I first discovered his channel. Yeah, I read this book for Mother's Day, and I'm just now finishing it. I actually finished this last night. I bulldozed through the last 30 pages, probably. Big surprise here. I didn't love this book. This isn't one of my favorites. It's probably pretty close to the bottom. And I looked at some other people's reviews, and they actually liked it. So I think this might be a case with like Snow Day, and yeah, I think that's the only book that I really didn't like from the series that everybody else liked. I do plan on rereading that at some point. This one here, I'm done. I struggled to finish it, so yeah. The story follows this kid named Craig. He loves video games, and he has this neighbor named Mr. Blitz, who loans him this game called the Vertigo, and that's the game console thing. It's like a PlayStation, and it hasn't been released to the public yet. He is playing this game called Anthrax Bomber, and he's really enjoying it. I think he gets off the school bus or something. He comes home, and he sees this mysterious package on his door. He opens it up immediately, and there's this thing called Blood Red 8-Ball. It's a cartridge. For those of you who don't know what a cartridge is, it's the old video games that I grew up with. And yeah, he wants to play it, so he plugs it in, and it takes him to this VR type game where he's on top of a pool table, and these pool balls are chasing him. And yeah, really quick, I want to insert this story of mine. My friends recently got a VR headset, and I went over to their house and I played it. And this is a very funny story, and this just reminded me of this book. We played pool, and I got ready, and it was really trippy with a VR headset. I got done, and I got ready to set the controls down on the pool table that didn't exist. And it's a pretty funny memory that I'll probably remember for a long time. But that just reminded me of this. But anyway, back to the story. He gets home and he plugs this game in, and it takes him to this VR thing where these pool balls are chasing him. He jumps into one of the pockets, and he ends up in this cartoon city like place. And there's a bunch of cartoon stuff going on. There is this castle that Mr. Blitz now lives in, and somehow or another, I don't remember how, he escapes. And during this pool ball chase scene thing, this Blood Red 8-Ball, it's over there, and it starts playing this like crazy music, and this thing starts chasing you. It kind of reminded me of like Prince of Persia, a game that I played back in the day, and where this I don't remember the dude's name, but there's this like bull thing that chases after you, and it starts playing like different music, I believe, and you have to get to the like nearest body of water because it can't go through. That's what it reminded me of. But anyway, he goes to the pool hole, and he ends up in this cartoon city like thing. Somehow or another, he escapes, and yeah, he tells his mom about it. She gets ready to play it, and it takes him to this like Wii Sports like pool thing. Like the game knows that it's trying to, like he's trying to show people that this game is not right. So yeah, he goes to school, tells some friends about it. They don't believe him, of course. He goes on there one more time, plays the game, and he ends up, and this is no lie, I think this book could have done so much more with this idea, but it ends up in this bowl of mashed potatoes with the Blood Red 8-Ball rolling around it, whatever. He ends up out of that again. I don't remember how he's getting out of this. But he wakes up in like different spots. I say wake up. He doesn't really go to sleep, but he ends up in this different spot. He's like in the attic of the house. He sees a tricycle that he had as a kid, and the last time he goes into the game, he tries to talk his friends into going into the game, and they finally say, all right, let's go check this thing out. And they enter the game, and he ends up in this void like world where the ball is still chasing him, and he sees like a tricycle. He sees his school teacher that he asked earlier in the book, can you have amnesia? It's really, yeah, whatever. And he ends up in this thing. This eyeball runs over his teacher and turns her into it sounds ridiculous, but turns her into some kind of cake or a pie or something. Whatever. I didn't care. At this point, I was like, this is page like 90 or so. I was like, okay, I'm ready to be done with this. Long story short, the when he goes into the last part, his two friends end up going missing, and there's kind of some realism there, and they end up like in the game, and he has to go save them, and that's basically the gist of the story. I think this, yeah, there's so many things this book could have done. I think it could have been a lot more fun if each hole for the pool table ended up in a different world or something. But there's, I don't know, there's a lot of like underlining messages towards like his childhood and stuff. And I will give some positives for him and his mom's relationship. It's kind of sweet. His mom is going through a divorce, and he's like, he does something to upset her. She starts crying, and he hugs her, something like that. And there's another scene where he gets angry and he throws the game, and it hits this picture of him, his dad, and his mom, and it's the only picture they have of them together, and that's kind of sad. But the rest of this book was just, no, it was just random stuff, in my opinion. I mean, maybe there's more to get than what I understood. I do feel like this is a Snow Day type book, and I've mentioned it before when I did a review on Snow Day years ago. I didn't like it. Everybody loves that book, and I honestly felt like there was something to get that I just didn't. It just didn't click with me. It was dream sequences. I saw Sean Stevenson's review where he said it was like written very smartly. Maybe I'm too dumb to understand it, which is fine. Hey, you know, maybe I'm too dumb to understand this one because this one got like 4 or 5 stars out of other people. For me, it's not. For me, this is a 2 out of 5 star book. The only saving grace that I have is the mom and son relationship. I thought that was kind of cute. And I guess I was a little curious about the game. There is this thing about Mr. Blitz. He's kind of like this guy that created this game, and he didn't want to show everybody, but he shows this kid, and now like the kid Craig calls his work, the guy that worked on Mr. Blitz's work, and they say like he just kind of like disappeared or something. It's pretty cool. I mean, that's pretty neat. Other than that, this is a 2 out of 5 star book. I like the cheerleader book better than this, and that's saying something. Cheerleader book was bad. I honestly think, and this is probably gonna bite me. Um, I think that I liked the pet store book. I have to go back and think. This is just off the top of my head. I think I enjoyed that slightly more than this. At least we had some kind of mystery going on. This was just random, and it was just a slog to get through. I didn't really have fun reading it. I was just bored. The first 30 pages or so I was interested in. There is this paragraph. I just want to mention this really quick, where he talks about eating an apple, and this is no lie. I swear it might not be as long as what I'm about to say, but it felt like it was long. He bites into an apple, and he doesn't want any more of it. Like, he's full. So he talks about not putting it in the refrigerator because it's going to rot. So he's going to throw it in the trash. He gives like a full explanation on why he should and shouldn't do these things. Didn't make I don't know. It was just bad. In my opinion. Again, if you read this and you thought that was like the greatest thing in literature you've ever read, then hey, whatever. Who am I to judge? There's also these chapters, or this one chapter where he's at the lunchroom and he's talking to these kids about this game, trying to get them to believe it, and it feels like that's like 4 or 5 pages long. I'm not sure exactly how long it is, but it felt like it was a lot longer. But yeah, this is just my opinion. I didn't love this book. This is probably one of my least favorites of the series so far. If you like this book, please let me know in the comments below. I know there's a few of the Goosebumps booktubers out there that's actually read this that said that they enjoyed it. I'm not one of those people. I didn't like this. Again, probably one of my least favorite books in the series. Please let me know in the comments below. This is a 2 out of 5 stars for me, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.